Again for game number 3. Remember,
Game number
RRQ
3
need one
and
more
RRQ
to
versus
go and
RSGPH
take that
2-0
grand
in
finals
favor of
ticket.
RRQ.
As we will just jump straight at it with the first pick. RSG Philippines still
Nako,
has that first pick.
open na naman Valentina, same band, same side.
Yeah, I feel like they
Pinili na
cannot
nilang
let this off anymore. It's something that just
Di nag-aatlas si Vin,
finishes
no?
an
Nag-aatlas si
absolute
Vin.
force.
Nag-aatlas si
And
Vin.
I feel like this
S-man.
time they are going to be focusing a little bit better onto his comfort drops
Pag SP
away from
Valentina,
RQ.
mahirap
But I feel
yata,
like
no?
I want to
Or
talk about
possible na hindi nga
randomizations.
nila kunin yung
RQ, they
Valentina
have
kasi
very,
parang
very
mas feel ko
clear
na mas
signs
hindi
on
nagbabalantina
targeting
sila eh.
specific players or heroes in
Kaya sila
every
kumuha
single
ng
game.
Espe
Game 1
something.
was pretty much on the Bruno with the plate armor
Or Valentina.
itemization. Game 2 is Ice Queen's 1.
Parang
However,
hindi ko- or
RQ
dahil
with
masyado
the
lang kasi nababan yung
Valentina split
Valentina,
off,
kaya
this
hindi mo
time they
nakikita
are going to
kasi.
pick it up for themselves to pair up with R7 on his famed Esmeralda.
Yung pansin
now
ako
this
guys,
time the
habang
Valentina
nanonood
being
kami
left
ng game 1
open,
tsaka
RRQ
Game one,
goes
game
ahead and snap pick that.
yung,
It does still
RRQ,
leave heroes open. They still
mas
RSG
nakakatakot
still
sila
has the
ngayon kasi,
opportunity to
para
pick
sa akin,
up the Julian
hindi
here
sila
if
sumisigaw
they
eh.
wanted to,
Pag
but
nananalo sila
now
sa
knowing that there's a
unlike
Valentina
ng SEA
on the
Games,
opposing
no?
team, they have to be
Parang
careful
mas
of the
ano na
ultimate.
sila
Looks
ngayon,
like they're
Mas
going to go into
composed.
the Karina as well as the draw.
mas natuto na sila ngayon na
Just
focus
focus
lang
on
ganun
RRQ to
habang
pick
di pa
up.
tapos.
And at the same time, parang yung mental fortitude nila, no? Parang alam mong ano na.
Pero maniniwala pa din ako game 5
Is
to.
it going to... Oh,
there
there you go.
Wow.
Whoa, Lancelot pickup. They noticed that RRG
Lancelot,
Philippines have been
wow.
banning this Lancelot.
Especially
route
against
in the
Karina,
second
ha?
phase,
Parang sobrang
almost,
lamang ang Karina
2
sa
games in a row,
Lancelot.
straight up. Now, let's pick it up in the first phase. But this
Naku, mukhang
leaves an
Lancelot
opening
versus...
for
Ay,
RRG
Lancelot
Philippines to
tank ba
take
to?
that
Parang
away.
game 1?
Yeah,
Hindi,
I
nung
feel
last
like
time
the
na
call is
nag-last
get rid,
si
but at the same
Albert,
time,
hindi
we've
siya
seen Skylar
nakatank.
play the Irritail roaming as well. But here comes the annoying part about the composition from RRQ, right?
This
If you
time,
think about
okay na
it,
ibigay yung
Valentina's
Claude.
got a
Kasi
lot
meron
of
naman silang
ability.
pang-lockdown, which is
Esmeralda's
yung
got
Franco.
Lancelot's got a
Which
lot
is
of
sobrang
ability as
awkward
well.
kasi
And
nung
time
game 1
and
ng
again,
game
we've
2 nung
seen
ano.
Albert in a situation
Pili
where
ko
he's
dun,
forced to
pili ko
play
sa Claude,
tank.
sobrang nalugi yung drop ng
Lancelot is not
RSGPH.
But because of
Nung game 1 and game
him
number
taking
2,
advantage of the
dahil
mobility
naka-atlas
competition,
sila.
it's just so annoying. And we've seen it
Ang
in
awkward
game
kasi
1
nung
with
ano
his
nung
Benedetta from RRQ.
Claude
Yeah, so
sa Atlas
maybe
kasi
they
pwede ka
would-
mag-purify.
Their
Iba
draft
pa
right
bang
now kind
counter
of
sa
counters
Franco,
that
both sa
Franco,
Atlas,
right?
nakakasama
With that
makita
mobile
yung
push, he
assist
might not
Franco.
be able to land
Pwede,
both
Loli.
as much. RSGP
Sabi na ng RSGPH
and
Loli.
ban out the Lolita here. Speaking of the Franco,
Ako,
I mean, do
personally,
people see
nagsawa na
instead
ako
of
guys sa ano,
Popoing,
Franco
so
Atlas.
it could be a Popoing.
Ano ba bang possible hero ni Finn na pang counter sa Franco? Natalia, something.
Two most banned heroes that they
Natalia.
have been banning out
Nana-
has been the
Natalia ba
Valentina and
counter
the
doon?
Popo
Yeah,
and Koopa. Now,
Yeah, sama
this
ako.
is
Kasi
where
parang
it
hindi ka
might be
masyado
for
maka-pressure or
RRQ to take.
makapanggulo.
They ban out the carry here, interestingly,
Carry
and
ni
they
Iman.
leave it up to RSG Philippines. Do you
Naku,
wanna
magkuklod
take
na
the
naman
claw
to.
away,
You need
or
to
do you
ban
wanna
the
go
Claude
for
or you
your
need to ban the
usual
Atlas?
ban? Is it the Popo? It's going to be the Claude.
Nice
Confident
That's the
silang
ban.
kalaban yung
RRQ
Atlas or
has the
confident
chance to
sila
pick
na
up the Popo
hindi
right here. This
nasakto
hero
lang yung ano
has
ni
been
ano,
banned out
Atlas
so many
ni
times by
Ben.
RSG, and we might see
Ganda ng
why.
ban sa Claude.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
actually,
respect.
dapat
You know,
respect
it makes a
yung
lot of
Claude.
sense considering that how Skylar has been playing.
Kasi
this
parang
season
ano rin eh,
tactics.
nung,
I feel like putting in
nung
was
MPL
Irritail
ID
isn't
yata,
too bad,
pati
considering
ng
that
group stage,
everyone
parang
was
mga
RRG
Claude din
doesn't
talaga
have
si
a
ano,
very good
si
chase
Skylar.
composition. But looks like he is
Sino
gonna play the
pala,
space.
ano?
2022,
Ay, mukhang
sorry,
Popol
2022
ano to, ah.
At
win
saka
rate
gusto sa akin ng
on
Glenn.
doesn't
Gusto sa akin
give
ng
me a
Glenn
little
or
bit
mag-Bruno
confidence
sila
in
or
Brody,
log
but
yung
it does
Bruno
give you
sa...
a little bit of this
Ay, pangit pala
engage
Popol
if
yun.
the Karina decides
Yeah,
to
pangit
dive
yung
or
Popol.
even the
Although
Zero
gusto
as
yung
well when
Popol
it
para
comes
sa
back.
Valentina.
Yeah, definitely. And it's still really bursty, right?
Sila
Like,
yung
it's kind of like
nag-if.
Claude in the Blazing
Sabi nila,
Duet, but this time you have the
kinaya
Taunt
tayo
Apart
nun,
Memory.
nila kami
On the
na-
other side,
Yeah,
RSG gonna
Glenn.
pick up the Yi for
Wala na sana
themselves
ko
as
copy yung
well
ano
as
dyan,
the
no?
Flint.
Ang kaya kasi ano, kaya kasi
Yeah,
nung
they're
game
going
number
for
2, kaya
comfort
madali
this
din
time
yung
around.
ano
RSG
yung if kasi may
Philippines, they're
Valentina.
down 2 games. I
Kasi
think this is
Atlas,
the right
kailangan
way to
nilang
go.
ano,
But for
kailangan nilang
RRQ,
hintayin
on the
mag-ult
other
yung
side, on the
Atlas, tapos
flip side,
magka-counter engage siya ng
they're going
ultimate
for
niya.
a
Wala
very
naman
risky
sila sa
draft
flash.
once again. This is with the Valentina
Kasi
who
laban
is
niya.
very oriented in the
Atlas
early
na
game.
ano.
Oh, RSG, they got a horse supporter, man.
Oh my
Tapos
god, that's a
nahuhukok
crazy
pa
horse
yung
right there
Atlas
coming
kanina.
from RGBH. But at the same time, the drops looks pretty good from RGBH.
Tingin ko may magandang
and now
ano,
the tank remains
may
from
magandang
RRQ.
item yung
I feel
Atlas
like they
against
need
Franco
some sort
pag
of
ayun yung
potential.
matchup.
A Ruby isn't too
Na
bad
parang
in
hindi nila
terms of
binibuild.
canceling the Karina or the Yi
Emo.
as well, considering that they need to go
Imagine mo
back
kung
right to
naka-emo
Promise
yun
too
ng game
bad.
number 2, nahuhukok siya.
But looks like it is
Even
gonna
ng
be
game
a
number 1
support
kung naka-emo siya, mas
Valentina.
makakapag-face check siya.
Wow. A support Valentina?
Support Valentina. Ay, mas maganda to.
I've
Para
never
sa
seen that
inyo
before,
RRQ.
but okay.
We've
No?
seen this in
Yung
the
prospect
Rover
Valentina.
Valentina.
Kasi para naging may kagat ng Franco. At the same time, para naging mas madaling makakaya ng kopya ng Eve. Yeah. Ito yung sinasabi ko eh. Ito yung sinasabi ko. Baka walang mastery si
Well, to be fair,
Clay
they
sa
have that
Valentina.
space to to navigate
Walang
around these games.
mastery sa
It's a
Atlas.
best of 5, so they don't have to secure
yeah,
this
possible din
game
yun.
if they don't want to. And
parang ganda ng
I mean,
pick
it
mo,
is up to
RRQ.
Pero nung
RSG
nag-atlas
here
si
to
Vin,
prove
nag-atlas
themselves,
si
to
Vin
realize that, you know, it's
nung
really down
nung
to
MPL ID.
execution. They need to nail it on the head because it
Feel
is
ko mas hindi
their
mastered
tournament
ni
life here
Clay yung
at stake.
Valentina.
Granted, they do step into
Kumpara
the
sa
lower
hindi
bracket
mas
and have
master
a
ni
chance,
Vin
but they
yung
don't
Atlas
want to
kaya
miss
sila
this
nagdala
right
flex
now.
ng Valentina.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going game number 3, RRQ Hoshi and RSG Philippines, the land of dawn.
One ticket to the grand
Yeah,
finals
ito
here
ba
for
yun?
both of these teams. RQ 1 game away from taking it. RSG still a long way to come back.
Interesting.
to
Pero para
this
sa
game.
jungle matchup, mas
Let's
lamang
get
yung
right
ano.
at it. Both of the junglers once again starting on their purple buff
Yeah,
start.
kanina nga.
But honestly,
Parang
I feel
ano nga
like
naman
RSG
yung Valentina
have
sa
the
Franco,
upper
parang
edge in
maganda
that
rin
early
pang
stage of
tapat,
the game with
tingin mo.
light on the Franco and with the
Parang
Karina.
kaya ng
They're
ano,
really
no?
going onto
XP,
the Wanderer here. His last
Parang
stock
kaya
just
ano yung
finishes up on
Franco,
that
no?
purple buff.
Parang
Yeah,
kaya
this
yung
is gonna be a
awayin.
very difficult composition for RQ.
Kasi hero din talaga ni
And
Clay
you can
yung
see how
mga ano,
defensively they are playing
yung
as
mga
of yet, making
long
sure that
range na
Albert has a
mages.
pretty good lane. And this tank Landstar coming from RQ Hoshi
Star
is gonna
7.
take some time. It's at least
Sa
1 to
umpisa
2
lang kasi
item progression. So there's gonna
nakakabulit
be
ang
a lot of emphasis on Vin being annoying by using those Terrifies to actually
Yung
scare off the
nagkaka-XP
Franco
siya, no?
alongside with
Lalo
R7
na post five,
making
no?
those split push pressure for the team. So it's gonna be
Magandang
difficult,
idea
but
to, ha?
here comes the hook. It
Itong
doesn't
anong
connect on
Valentina
Skylar.
against
Skylar
Franco.
looking to bully Iman out of the lane.
Yeah, Vin though also
Hindi,
rotating
binibigyan
here,
lang kasi
going
ni-
all the way
nila
in,
eh,
trying to
bibigyan
get the
kasi sila
Terrify
eh.
off.
Kaya
Not just
nang
yet, but I think
pa-open
that's
yung
what's
Franco.
key to this Valentina pick here. He wants to be able to rotate, get those gangs in, match lights
What if kung
here
ginawa ng
on the
RSGB,
top and the
bina na lang
bottom
nila yung
lanes as
Franco and
well.
then nag-pick
So
first
right
pick
now,
sila ng
on the
ano,
bot side,
Esmer
R7
something.
and NASA having a better time in the last game.
Yeah, that's right now. He is bullying the Esmeralda. R7 not really stepping out of his comfort zone there. The turret is going to be
Para
the
mas maganda
defensive
pa rin
line
talaga
between
two
him
picks,
and
no?
RSG. He just
Pero
wants
mas
to play
pipili
around
yung-
here. Ooh, light catches
Mas
the
pinipili ng
gold.
RSGPH yung ano,
R7
first
on the
pick.
bottom side.
Oh,
Business strike. Demon
nice
Kite
one.
instantly, once again, it's gonna be first
Papa-level
blood,
4
but
sana
look
si
for the
Cleo.
trade. He brings Demon Kite back, and
Oh.
Albert with the Phantom Execution finds the trade.
Nasa
The
Winklo
roam-
ba?
the XP laner here traded in for the jungler.
That is huge coming from RQ Hoshi. They needed that kind of kills for Albert, considering that he does have a relatively early
Yeah,
power
RQ,
spike. And
makapag-
because of that, he's going to take advantage of the issue. But I want to talk about the skills that Vin can actually skill on the IME.
Sabi mo si Albert doon?
Not too bad to actually set up for the Brody. Real
Ang
operation
ano,
as
ang
well.
greedy.
But seems like top side, there is going to be contest coming in.
Ayun na,
Vin
may
instead,
kagat.
the Bloody Hunt instead. So
Wala
this
nga
is going to be a
lang,
very, very scary opportunity if the Karina dives in and gets caught out.
It's just so weird, right? If you're RSG, you're starting to get
Kung
frustrated
ano, dito
here
makikita
because
na
it
pag
feels like
Clay,
it's
alam mo
just
na yung
a
hero
kill,
niya na
a gank
tatlo.
down below. You don't expect the Sicilian
Eve,
to be
Xavier, tsaka
ganking in the
Sicilian.
early stage. You expect them to be just
Sabagay,
pinned
kahit
down
naman
in
nung
lane,
MPL ID
going
Grand
for
Finals,
farm
ayun talaga
and looking for
pinapagamit nila
stacks.
kay
That's not what
Clay.
Clay does though, as we saw
Hindi
from
kasi
the
na-
kill
hindi
participation.
Hindi,
Even
parang ano
on
talaga
Sicilian,
kasi kay
he's so
Clay sila
active on
nagpapabuhat, kaya nga siya yung
Yeah,
nag-MVP ng
and
finals.
it's crazy,
Eh.
right? The way that he can abuse this hero, even though it is a late game.
Kumbaga, second
hero.
ano lang
And
si
right
ano,
now,
si
across the
Skylar,
board,
second-
Demon Kite and
second
Albert, how do
carry.
you think
Pinaka-carry
these two
nila
are
si
gonna
ano,
match
si
up
Clay,
to
for
Si
each other
Albert
in
medyo
jungle?
nagtatangtang.
It's
Yeah.
a little bit difficult, but when
Si
it comes to
Albert,
the
ano,
matchup, right,
pangatlo.
as of yet,
Parang
before
yung
the first
mindset
item power
nila eh.
spike,
Pangatlo or
I feel
pangalawa,
like Albert
panglima.
does have a little bit upper hand in terms of
Hindi ko
corners. He's got to do a little bit
pangatlo or
more damage. But once you hit
panglima,
those
ganun.
level
Kasi
2,
minsan
level
si ano,
3,
yung pangatlo or
Demon Kai
pang-apat,
is
kasi
going to be able to
minsan
scare him off, but
7.
no! Looks like the pickoff comes in.
Oo nga,
Finn
ano,
taking
balance
advantage of
lang
the
yung team nila.
bloody hunt, and this is exactly
May namatay
how
ba?
you dictate the
Meron,
tempo.
nakagat
Stop
si
the
Allied
aggression,
mismo.
hold the ultimate,
Nakagat
wait for the
nung
right
sariling
moment and just
Franco.
shut him
Yun yung
down.
OP kay
The
Valentina
efficiency
eh.
of the
Hanggat hindi
Valentina
mo
here in game number
kinakagat,
3, you can see, right? Vin,
andun
he
yung
took
skill
that
that
actually in that top
lobby.
side.
Ayun
He
yung
saved
sinasabi
it
ko
all the
eh.
way.
Sana,
Waited for that
ano eh,
opening.
may
R7
timer
in
yung
that bottom
SS
side
niyan
is
eh.
actually
Kunwari, pag nangopya ka ng SS, meron ka lang 5 seconds para gamitin yun. Then, pag di mo nagamit within 5 seconds, magko-cooldown siya.
Esmeralda, you're usually just the
Kahit
weaker
medyo
one in the lane.
mabilis
RSG
ang
though, I
cooldown.
feel like they're playing on the wrong side of the map.
Sabihin natin
They
ano,
should be
50%
trying to
yung
punish the
cooldown pag
Esmeralda
hindi
down
mo. Hindi,
below.
feeling ko mas
They're
maganda
playing
kung
on
ano
top,
para
but again, it comes down to the
para mas may
execution
chance
of
na
what they
magamit
want to
na si
try to do. They
Valentina
want
sa
to
ano,
punish the Brody
competitive.
here in lane, and RRQ, they're just farming really well at this
Parang
point of the
sinalin
game.
damage
600
ng first
gold lead now built, and
Hindi
they
na,
will
okay
have
na
the
yun.
better
Dito
setup
jungle.
towards
Asa
the
jungle.
control of the game.
Gusto mo lang gawin yung jungle.
They are still keeping up.
What if
despite
Valentina
them
top
having
jungle?
the later draft here, and that's crazy. RGPH, they're
Kaso-
basically forced to match RRQ's pace here.
Hindi pa paalala
RG, they are
ito.
trying to make use of their early game. The hook misses, but Albert goes in. He wants to contest his turn. Now they have the advantage. Best speed's being popped right now. And the real medical legation comes up in defense, but Light, he goes.
Sino
If Vin is gonna go down
nakagat
for
niya, no,
Demon
ni
Kite,
Vin?
clocks up a double kill for himself. The counter aggression
Focus
from
lang, focus lang, you.
RSGPH.
That was a good catch coming from Light as well, knowing that Vin did have the bloody hand. When Inflictor immediately got punished as well. You can see Vin tried his best to cancel the real world manipulation and immediately got punished for it. So a small victory from RGPH, but hopefully it's going to transition a little bit more because as of now, Albert completely bullying
Focus
Aqua
no?
out the lane. Doesn't want to give him the XP and gold
Uy,
to
uy,
scale with
hindi
this
nakuha.
Eve.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
A little win there for Light as he steals away the Litho Wanderer with his hook, but the
Nice.
bottom side isn't what we
Feeling squeezy Demon
expected from
Kite.
RSG. Punishing the Esmeralda
Level
with Nat's
8
winning
level
lane
pares
there
lang
in the
para
kill
sa
pressure department. RQ though, they're looking for the trade up top. They know that Clint can't really defend this with Vin, but the hook connects, and that's going to be the suppression
Uy,
coming in.
nice.
Albert jumps
Ay,
in
naku,
with
di
the
ko
Thorn
nakita.
Rose, is able to deal the damage, slice off, and Mon getting took low. He's
Wala nang
gonna get taken
mana,
down.
wala nang
Albert
mana.
trying to run away. The real world inflation is there to lock him in place.
Touchdown.
Light picks up the kill, and RSG are back. Skylar will be able to trade it off for the turret, but RSG, they have the better
Tuloy lang nila yung
position
momentum ng
now.
RSG, no?
Yeah,
Maganda
and
to.
as of yet,
Para
based on the
maikip nila yung ano,
composition, it
ipitin
feels
na nila
like
yung lance ng
trading off
jungle.
Albert and Vin is not the end of the world for RKOshi because the true carry is gotta be Skylar.
Oo,
For him to
kaya
get himself a
nag-gang
big
send
kill
yung
at
Demon
tier
Kite,
1 is gonna help him scale a little bit more. However, Clay now in a little bit of trouble. They might look to return the tides against this, but it's just a little bit too risky knowing that anything can happen with Light with the hooks.
Si ano,
Definitely.
si Clay.
RGPH, even though they have the lead here slightly, they don't want to push this too much because RRQ, they definitely are the disciplined team as well. We've seen their plays all throughout MSC, being able to keep their cool. And the next objective coming up in 10 seconds, Turtle up top. Both teams gonna start to look at this.
It's going to be RSG Philippines, I believe, who has the pressure here when it comes to the third turtle. RQ, Clay, and Skylar, they've just been farming a lot, right? I don't think the power spike has hit just
Hey!
yet. Albert looks for the steal there.
Oh, the Vin! Nako! Sakto yung down. Grabe. Grabe si ano doon, si Light doon. Parang walking niya yung ano, no, Lance?
Yeah, good disengage coming in
Kaso
from
nag-dash
RQ
si
as well,
Vin.
knowing that Vin is a pretty expendable expense to lose him, right? Losing him isn't the end of the world. As long as
Kaya nga,
Skylar
eh.
lives, they can look to make a comeback. Whereas RGPH, they have to take advantage of the situation. And here comes the hook again from Light.
RSG, they're trying to go into the backline, take some
Tuloy-tuloy
more
na yata
out from
nila to.
RRQ, but the zoning coming
Taba
from
na rin
Aqua is
naman,
just
no,
too
yata.
much for RRQ to
Or
do
sakto
anything about, and they take the tier 1 mid turret completely
Uy,
for
mga
free
kagat-
here. They want to contest the jungle, the Bloody Hunt comes out onto Albert Phantom Execution, used just to escape, as well as the bad
Wala
space
na to.
in
Parang wala na
defense.
yung
There you
hero
go,
ng ano.
RSG.
Sa aasa na lang
fully
sila sa
controlling
ano,
the game
sa
now.
Sicilian.
It is on their hands. They have map pressure. Currently, no turrets taken down
Level
except for that
10
top
Sinatsu.
side first turret. RRQ Hoshi, they're forced to play defensively. They're forced to play
0-3-0 pala si
reactively.
R7.
That's where RRG Philippines find their tempo. The death ball
Rashid,
strategy
yung
that
gank
we
ng
saw
ano, ni
back in
Demon Kite.
MPLPH is
Tingin ko,
now
ano, yung
fully
Valentina
on and
nakakatakot
fully
na
running.
tignan
Yeah,
talaga,
I want to
pero
talk about the
hindi
death
naman
ball strategy as well.
nababalutihan,
Demon
ginagawa
Kite's
sila.
5-1-1.
Post
This
5
is
na?
a Karina
Post 5 or
that
post
even though
4?
it's kind of
Sabagay.
fallen off of meta, completely ignored throughout MSC. And
Parang
the
yung
reason
ano natin,
being is that
pinanood
you
natin
need
na
him to
ano,
snowball. And currently, Demon Kite's got the perfect game.
Omega ba yung
So,
nagbigay ng
5-1-1,
Valentina?
his damage output is also
Hindi ko
scaling
matandaan.
alongside RKOshi. And look at this, the confidence coming from
Hindi
Demon Kite.
na-
Before they
Oh, what
with
the-
the hook. How did he get that?
Here comes the Tonopod. Memories trying to put out some damage. Finn goes down, taken on
Grabe
by
yung
Ivan,
hook,
and
parang hindi na
RGPH
tumama.
again, even though they went for the aggressive play there, they got the advantage, they got the kills, they got everything.
How did Light catch
Dinig ba
Clay
yan? Sobrang
out of
layo, eh, no?
everyone there? Oh
Hindi
my
ko
god,
hindi
that
rinig
was
yan.
beautiful by Light. The fact that he was
Layo,
able to
nasa
find the
headset, eh.
right target there.
Naka
And
white
even
noise
before,
pa yan, or
he got
naka ano
Skylar.
pa yan,
So
hindi pa-
this
hindi na pala
is
uso
going
white
to
noise
be the
ngayon.
question for RRQ. How do
Old
they
school na
evade from
masyado
the
yun,
hooks that just keep on
nakaka-noise
coming through?
cancellation.
They don't have any tanky members aside from R7 here, who hasn't really hit his power spike as well. That's a
Sobrang laki na ng lead
free hold
nila.
onto the hands of
Tingnan mo,
RRG
level 11
Philippines.
sila.
4,000
Oy,
gold in Light!
ginagat.
Again, just trying to
Nag-cancel?
through as he finds Albert with the bloody hunt.
Well, Franco wins games, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Franco wins games, grabe.
And as of yet, masterclass performance coming from Light, making sure he gets the right target. And currently, Hoshi, they have no choice but to
Lupit ng
completely
dalawang team
dodge
kasi
fights
dalawa
until
sila yung
Sky.
Para sa
level ng
Gabrang,
fight.
But
yeah.
before that, let's look at the
Putragis.
damage output coming so
Ano
far.
mangyayari sa drop ng
21,000.
Game 4?
No surprises considering that he's got free hits, free dummy
Di ba
targets
lamang yung
throughout
ano
all
din,
the
yung
pickoffs so far.
kung sino
Yeah,
pipick ng
Iman
first
sitting at the
pick
top
dahil
of the
sa
charts
pangko.
now, and that's not going to be good
Nag-overkill,
for
no?
RRQ. Hoshi, as they go into this game, the Lord is also coming down the bottom side, so RRQ, they need to be able to defend this.
Sakit.
You see the Ice Queen Wand also built up from
Bagay kay Diamond kay yung
Aqua
kanina,
here.
no?
And that's going to provide so much utility that RRQ just doesn't have currently. Esmeralda actually fell behind
Nakaban
in
ba yung
lane
lane?
because of all the ganks coming in, and obviously with Nats on
Hindi
that
ko
dive,
tandaan.
just pressuring him constantly, and he's
RCBH ba nagban ng
actually
lane?
able to take that enchanted talisman.
Kinakabi
Vin
na talaga,
taking
ano
that
no?
bloody hunt, give the real world manipulation, locking
Ayaw
them
ka
all
ba-
in
wala-
place.
wala-
Lord
wala-
is
wala-
going
wala-
to go in onto the base with the Mon, just chunking that turret down.
Hindi, pero
Clay
nakakabonus
clearing it
yun
out.
eh.
Alfred as well, moving over to the mid lane, will be a good defense for RRQ. The hook does not connect once again, but RSG,
Weak
they
na lang
find
sila ng
all
hook
of the
dito, no?
turrets outside
Wala
the
namang
base.
engage tong
Yeah,
RQ
this
eh.
is going to be a very, very difficult situation for RRQ Hoshi, considering
Engage lang nila dito,
now
yung
Albert,
ano,
I just
pag
caught a
nakakopya
glimpse
ng
of items
kabat
as
si
well. I
Vin.
thought he was going to go for a tank landslide, which we did see before. It seems like he's going for full
Abang-abang
damage.
na lang
That
yan,
means
tas
there is
hook-hook,
not enough people
conceal
soaking
play.
up damage. In this case, R7 not
Mga
even close to
Lord.
a
guys,
big
ano,
defensive item. He's got
share lang-
Enchanted
share ko
Talisman,
lang na
next item
yung
Dominant Size is not
RRQ.
even completed yet. So it's going to take a
Sobrang
little bit more
gutom yun
time
sa,
before they can
international
actually have a
tournament.
Bumawi, no?
tank in the
Di,
front line.
kahit
for
kailan di pa
RRQ.
sila nananalo ng ano
It's
ng
going to be
international.
rough here for RRQ because of that
Sa
low
bagay,
front
Ibas ang
line,
nanalo
but
nung
RSG
M1.
Philippines, look at this light
Nung
going
M1
for the
na
play
sila
again,
na
goes for the
reverse
Iron Hook.
sila.
R7
Nang ano,
able to
ng
dodge,
Ibas, no?
sidestep away from that, but now it's going to be the real world
Uy,
manipulation.
si
Light
Aqua.
flickers
Uy,
forward and he
gago,
finds R7. It's going to be traded back though, 1-for-1. XP lane for Roamer. I would take that any day if I was RSGPH. Nats jumping back onto Skylar, the stun comes in and the damage from Clay is starting to show.
Hook na lang,
That
guys. Wag na
impact, you
kayong
can
ano,
no longer write
magat
that
ng
off.
ganon.
You can see RSG, they want to close this as quick as possible as well before Clay starts to output even
God,
more
yan, Albert.
damage. But
Kunin
looking
mo
at
pa yan,
RRQ,
sige. Walang
yes,
stun,
they
walang
have that
stun.
opportunity. They are really far behind though, 6k gold at this point. So how do you think they need to start looking at this?
15
It's
seconds.
all
Hook
about
na lang. Wag na kayo
buying
mag-force
time,
ng kung
right?
ano
It's all about
man.
making sure that Clay is able to scale 15, and once you build out those succeeding
Kahit
stacks,
sino mahawak
that
niyo
is
dyan,
where
no?
he hits the hardest. And as of yet, R7 getting punished time and time game means he's not going to be able to be very, very tanky. Skylar, he just got his Brute Force Breastplate. That means there is going to be a little bit lesser damage on that Marksman division, which, like I said as well, he needs 1 to 2 more items. And RSGPH, they cannot afford to give away this lead to RQ Hoshi. And now they are going to start off the lot, and I don't
Kaya
think
mag-check
RQ
sila,
Hoshi
ano,
can
sila
start at all.
gawa na sila
Yeah, I was
ng
about to say, I
thumbnail.
think they started it a little bit prematurely there. They
Uh-oh.
had to wait for the 12-minute mark to get that enhanced lord, and now that it is enhanced, they started again. There you go. That's RSG Philippines again, staying disciplined. Don't really want to
I-manifest
rush
na natin
things.
na panalo yung
But
RSG
RSG,
ng
it seems
game
like they
3.
want to force a fight here. Vin really dashing forward. Light going to be chunked there. He goes in for the hook, goes on to Vin. That's a suppression as well. Real world manipulation,
Lang,
locking all of them in
sa
place.
clash.
Skylar forced to flicker back. Nats looking for the re-engage. Light is low, but he can
Parang
still
walang
look for
papatay
another
din
hook.
kay,
As
ano yun, si
RSG,
Aqua,
with
eh.
this pick, with this man advantage, they will surely be looking for
Parang
a
easy
free
si Aqua
lord
dito.
here.
Kaya parang
Yeah, they're
hindi
gonna
masyado
turn
na
the
ito
sights to that
makakambak ng
immediately,
RQ
as you
unless
said.
makagawa
RSG
ng
Demon Knight now
miraculous
at the
ano
Lord.
talaga,
No
Clash.
chance for RRQ to contest this at all. Naz goes for R7, tries to put some damage, but it's not gonna be enough to disengage. They have to back away to protect some of their turrets back here.
Yeah, that's going to be an easy turret
na rin
destroyed
Iman,
down
no?
bottom from RQOG. A little bit small victories in terms of map control, but I want to talk about how important that fight was, because RQOG, they should have died a little bit more, but because they had Brute Force Breastplate, they were
Maganda
having
magiging
so
adjustment
much
nito ng
mobility
game number
to
4 and
kite
game
away
number
the real
5.
manipulation. It's all
Pag
good
ano,
for RQOG as long as they do
dahil
not
sa
use
prangko.
Skylar.
Yan yung prangko
All
to,
is well,
ah.
and it's all about buying time as of yet. Albert is
Wala
level
naman
14,
masyadong debuff sa
and
kanya.
and only if RQOG is able to defend against his Lord, it's a pretty good timing to actually make a comeback for RQOG.
Ang dami.
Lack of frontline is really hurting RRQ here. And now with the Lord coming down on the
Bago
bottom
talaga
side, they will
inaano niya eh, no? Wala
definitely
naman siya
secure
nakakagat.
this
Yung
bottom
Slayer.
inhibitor. RSG looking to get even more
Right.
out
Oi!
of this. There you go. Bottom is gone. RSG
Oh, God.
cracking open the base. RQ trying to look for an opportunity. Aqua already at half HP, but gonna play safe. So RSG just focusing on the objectives.
Yeah, RQ with the standard defense again. They don't want to try anything too fancy. They are A-OK okay with giving turrets away. It just
Hindi nila
gives
kaya
RSG
mag-engage
Philippines
dyan.
the chance.
Walang hard
And now,
engage
look at this,
dyan.
a
Yung
curveball from
RRQ, hindi
RRQ.
nyo
They
kailangan
go in
matakot.
for a play on it. Skylar goes in for the stun. It's gonna be Vin actually locked up there in
Naku,
the mid of it all. He gets
Ben!
taken down.
Nice.
That was them with no follow-up. Abyssal Strike connects as that's Clay looking for the Sanguine Claws.
Halimbawa si
Oh.
But again, they
Literal na ano
lose
lang talaga
one for
to.
nothing.
Cecil.
RSG just 2 steps ahead here
Kaya
when
lang
it comes to
iwasan nila
RRQ's
Cecil.
pickoff game.
Yeah, it's just so very difficult to fight this, especially with the Franco plays, right? We talked about this
Naku.
days for days
May
now.
panalo na.
That's the power of
Ay,
Franco.
spoiler!
However, you can't write off RRQ Hoshi yet.
Ay nga.
It's possible to make a comeback as long as they stall into his later stage game, unless like gets
Uy,
this hook or no,
sexy.
he doesn't. But it's still gonna be a borrowed time as of yet because
Kahit na
if
mag-edge
one
na
mistake
mag-edge
is
sa ako
all
sa harap
they
eh.
need from
Wala
RRQ
yatang
to make a
papatay kay
comeback.
Demon
It's
Knight.
same can be
Lahat,
said
sa
for
kanila
RRQ
lahat.
as well. They need one mistake from RRQ
Okay
Hoshi
lang
and it's
yata.
Si
all
Clay,
of them.
pressable.
I mean, at this stage, we're almost
Wala,
15
pagka,
minutes, right?
ano,
As
walang
these two
Wala rin
teams
blue,
move
no?
up,
Ano,
get their
hindi
items,
babawas.
it is
Babawas,
MLBB
pero
at its
hindi
prime.
tapos.
Any mistake in any team fight could cost
Si
you
Albert, pag
potentially
naging
the
God
game.
mode, kasi
And
pa-
RSG,
Miracle
they are
doon sa ano ang
getting
kailangan
full
nila dyan,
map control
Putragis.
at this point. And
Parang
even
ano
though
yung
you
lance
sit
ngayon, parang
RRQ,
malakayan
they
lance
have to
ngayon.
bide their
Dahil
time,
sa
buy
jungle
enough
emblem.
for them
Yeah,
to
pwede
fight
din mo, may
RSG.
ano, may
They are
prangko, may
stripping
if na
everything
kailangan
from
mo pang
RRQ.
intindihin.
Yeah,
Kasi
I
Emma,
definitely agree
napakataba.
in that sense as well. But we did see a Ice Queen one purchase elbow space, so
Isang
we
ano
are
lang
going
yan
to see a
ni-
little bit more
ano yun,
utilitarian
Eman,
on
no?
this
True.
Cecilio.
Nakawin ng teacher na
But
rin
like I
si
said
ano,
before,
si Eman.
It's only one item. It helps
Nakaimo
you
pa si
once-
Aqua.
They still
Good
need to
luck
keep
talaga
the
sa ano
delivery
sa
time. And
RRQ.
currently, R7,
Kung
he's
sino
not
pang
even close to
papatayin
his
nila.
Oracle
Nakaimo
yet,
na
and
rin
it's
si
okay,
Nats
never mind. As
tsaka
soon as
si
they say
Light.
he just got it, but even then, it's
Naka-cheat.
still not enough. He needs his secondary item, maybe an Ice Queen 1, maybe an Immortality. It's all about buying those times, and now with the next Lord,
Uy,
I
magandang
don't think
mangyayari
RRQ
dito,
Hoshi
nakita ko.
should force the fight. They should KO for pickoffs. However,
Pinapatulog
RG,
lang,
they have
gagong
something
ganda
new
niyan,
in store. They're looking for the
Gagong
gank
ganda
on
niyan.
Skylar, and I
Yeah,
don't
tapos
think
vision
they
na niya,
realize that this is
vision lang
happening.
nila
Which
nila
play here
Nats.
that RSG is doing. This could be
First time lang
really,
yan,
really good. Again, that backline presence
First
from
time lang
RRQ.
ako
And here it
makakita.
is live!
Kaya,
RSG,
GG.
the read, the beautiful macro play as RRQ just scramble here. R7 looking for the play. It's going to be Finn taken down.
maganda,
And
solid na yun, solid shot call
RSG,
yun.
what a play! What a 200 IQ macro decision to stay in that bush with 3 members.
Absolutely insane. You can see that RQ Hoshi, they tried their best. The moment they recognized
Pero ba't
that that was what
nag-blow
RC was
is kasi
doing,
ako,
they
sinuha sa kanya.
immediately retreated. Skylar flickered away, but still split apart. Completely nothing they can do. And now RSG, they
Uy,
get
patay
this
si
Lord
ano.
completely buffering, but up top, Skylar gets
Nice.
the press just as we were talking about him. Nowhere for him to go, even
Taba
with the
ni Iman.
immortality. And then
Ako lang,
RQ
wala.
Hoshi down to 2 men playing
Ilang
for
bawas
the
ni Leo.
second call and a bad impact. Not going to be able to do anything. Here we go though. They're trying to fight back as much as possible.
Let's see if they're actually
Okay,
able
sa
to
Franco, walang
defend
nakakagat
here for
eh.
RRQ. It's all against them as RSG have 3 waves pushing up and the mid lane with that enhanced lord in the 16th minute of the game. 10,000 gold lead.
Feeling ko walang papansin ng ano dito.
Looking for the
Ah,
ball.
okay lang.
He finds it on Savin. And now it's going to be Albert jumping in with the puncture. Jumping out. Not
Yeah,
going to be enough.
GG.
He gets slain. A double kill as RSG look for R7. Look for
Ayan
a
na
face.
ang
They are
adjustment
back
ng
2
RSG
to
PH
1.
pagdating sa
Let's
drop
see
saka
it go
pagdating sa
all the way.
execution.
Let's hear it.
Nakakapanan nila yung RRQ.
The audience jumping for
So,
joy.
masasabi natin
RSG
Franco wins
themselves
game.
So happy with
Exciting
this
drop
victory
for
and a
game number 4
very,
and game
very
number 5.
well-deserved one
Yung
indeed.
minamanifest na natin
Well, great bounce
na
back coming
aabutan ng
from
game number
RSG.
5.
PH completely
Multiverse.
outclassing the traps coming from
Unahan ko na
RRQ.
ngayon yung multiverse
And you can see
slide.
the excitement
So, yun guys,
coming in
if you
from
will play
RSG.
RSG.
Understand